To our 1.8 billion Muslim sisters and brothers around the world, a very happy and blessed Eid Al-Fitr 1440 Hijri. I'm so proud to be a citizen of Indonesia, the country with the largest Muslim population on the planet, with roughly 230 million of our 265 million citizens being of the Muslim faith. Having been born and raised in Indonesia and today living and working in Indonesia, I've experienced Islam overwhelmingly as a religion of peace, of beauty, of wisdom, of learning, and of serenity. You know, a lot of us probably aren't aware that the modern world as we know it today and the scientific and technological revolutions that we're experiencing today would never have been possible without the historic contributions of the Muslim community throughout the centuries. The foundations for all modern science and technology were created by the ancient Greeks 2,300 years ago. Mathematicians like Euclid, who created geometry, and astronomers like Ptolemy, who created astronomy, and what was then known as cartography, which today we know as geography. Also Greek philosophers like Aristotle, who developed the concept of logic, without which modern science would be impossible. But around the year 500, Western Europe descended into what became known as the Dark Ages. 500 years of a very dark period for Western society and Western civilization. And all these concepts of science and mathematics would have been lost if they had not been rescued by Muslim scholars, particularly under the Muslim Caliphate of the Umayyad, based out of Damascus, and then under the Abbasid Caliphate, based in Baghdad. Abbasid caliphs like Harun al-Rashid established an academy in Baghdad called the Grand Library of Baghdad, or also known eventually as the House of Wisdom. And it's there that Muslim scholars like the famous mathematician Muhammad bin Musa al-Khwarizmi developed the principles of modern mathematics. Muhammad bin Musa al-Khwarizmi compiled his principles of modern mathematics into a famous book titled Al-Jabr. And in fact, the modern word algebra comes from that Arabic title, Al-Jabr. And the modern word algorithm comes from his name, Al-Khwarizmi. Muslim scholars and mathematicians also introduced into widespread use the so-called Hindu numeral system, the 10-digit system of numbers from 0 to 9, replacing the previously very unwieldy system of Roman numerals. And without that radical simplification, there's no way we could have developed modern mathematics as we know it today. And obviously, modern mathematics became the foundation for double-entry bookkeeping, which then became modern accounting, which then became modern finance. And the entirety of things like modern medicine and all of science depends on these mathematical foundations, which were a contribution made by many, many Muslim mathematicians and scholars. Today, the Muslim community is once again at the forefront of science, technology, and innovation. For example, recently, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia put $45 billion and the United Arab Emirates put $15 billion into the $100 billion SoftBank Vision Fund, by far the largest technology investment fund in the history of the world. This SoftBank Vision Fund is revolutionizing sector after sector after sector with technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, biotech, 3D printing, autonomous vehicles, and many other innovations. Here in Indonesia, under the leadership of the famously technology-savvy President Jokowi, we're experiencing a historic e-commerce boom, a digital economy boom that to date has produced 5 unicorns or startups with valuation above $1 billion. We have as many unicorns in Indonesia as there are in the entirety of the European Union. Indonesia is not only the country with the largest Muslim population on the planet, We are also the world's largest Muslim democracy. And in fact, we have just conducted what has become known as the most complicated single-day election in the world. Alhamdulillah, they went by in a way that was free, fair, transparent, and peaceful. The government of President Jokowi continues to cultivate our young democracy, and the future is bright. And therefore, in a spirit of profound gratitude for all the blessings we enjoy in Indonesia, and for the many, many contributions of the Muslim community throughout the ages, past, present, and future, from my family to yours, we wish you a happiest and most blessed Eid Al-Fitr 1440 Hijri.